Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chrono Trigger. We are finally in the end game. We've taken care of all of the side quests, and we're ready. Oh, I don't know if I'm ready, but I guess we'll find out. I certainly guess we'll find out. Okay, thankfully not too much damage on the outset, which is good. The only problem is, the Black Omen is enormous. It is the largest dungeon in the whole game. There are bosses galore. And it is... haha. You can probably hear the concern in my voice, because I'm just like, oh, do I really have to do this? But I decided to fight in 12,000 BC to minimize damage. Right here we go. Fools! Haven't you learned your lesson? We are immortal. We shall live forever with Lavos, who devours this planet even as he sleeps. Draining this planet's power, Lavos will rule the world in a mere 14,000 years. The Black Omen is a path which leads to Lavos. It is a shrine which provides us with limitless power. As long as the Mighty One reigns, your dreams are hopeless. The first of many. You should sacrifice yourself to the mighty Lavos. Alright, I should be protected. Okay, good. Chaos is like the most frustrating of the... Let's do that. Confuse is the star. Chaos, confuse, whatever. Is easily the most frustrating of the adverse status effects. Sleep's pretty bad, but at least when you get hit, you wake up. Although Chaos. When you get hit, you wake up. Yep, there you go. Oh, come on. It doesn't count as a hit. There we go. There's a reason I picked Chrono, Luca, and Marl. Well, I mean, the obvious reason is because they're actually a very, very solid team in and of themselves. The other reason is we may as well finish the way we started. These three were the very beginning. They're like the three amigos, kind of. So, we have finished one boss fight. Only, I don't even want to speculate how many more. I think it's a full, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7? If you count all of the different forms of bosses. Alright. There's these dudes, who remind me a lot of the guys from... That's the rainbow in effect. There we go. And that's Wonder Shot in effect. There we go. Alright. So, let's proceed. Oh man. So we're actually in endgame for this game. It's actually a little bit nostalgic now. And it's not a supremely long game. It can be if you decide to do, you know, so much grinding, but I'm so glad I gave him the dark mail. Or blackmail? Blackmail. Absorbs shadow attacks. Oh yeah. That's gonna come in handy. There's these guys. So, I'm gonna have to figure out... Ugh. Iffin. Eh? Ah, still not. Hear ye. Alright. Please tell me Arwhirl. Yes. Gonna drop a fire too as well. Thankfully he should be, yeah. So one of them should drop. Hopefully. Please drop. Oh my gosh. This is why. This is why this is a pain. Thankfully, everyone should be immune to that. I'm just going to Luminaire. Just enough of this. There are save points. Oh my gosh. Really? Then flare. Flare it. I just want it to be done. Thank you. Oh, good. And then I'm gonna spin cut you in the face. Right? And seriously? So there are a few of these enemies. So I remember doing everything I could to avoid this dungeon. Because even if I was strong enough to be able to handle Lavos, like, alone, it's like, oh yeah, no, I could totally take on Lavos with this group. Oh, but Black Omen. Oh, man. I don't know if it was just because it was, like, a really, really long dungeon, or what. But, oh, save point. Alright. So lots of robots. Let's see if lightning works on them. Hit Chrono with those things. He could use the absorption. Should protect. Okay, good. Good, you hit the right person for that. But I'm so glad I got those Vigil hats. Alright, Ice 2 then. And then Lightning 2 again. And then just shoot them to death. Wow! Hit. Yes, good. Okay. Luca's level up. Although, I was complaining about the Black Omen before, about how, like, why doesn't anybody just look up at this and say, isn't there something wrong with this? But if you think about it, it would just be sort of a staple thing to exist, eventually. Like, the reason people address concern about something is more because of, it suddenly appearing, and suddenly something is wrong with it. Yeah, if you don't know those two things, those two panels, those are enemies. And they shoot missiles. But if you've grown up with something your entire life, you just don't think about it. It's sort of matter of fact. I love how his critical hit rate is now 70%. And her crits are amazingly strong. Yeah, there we go. Proceeding onward. You get used to it after a time. But yeah, there's a great deal of... I guess, familiarity? Or there's a great deal of acceptance that just comes with familiarity. That's what I want to say. Because whenever we think about a lot of the things that we just take for granted, things that we just accept at face value, they're things that we have always heard, or we've heard from people we trust, or people we accept. But the important thing to do is actually is to search for answers and to research stuff. I'm doing the series on First Clement because of the... Ooh. This guy, he sort of looks like the son of Sun. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Please tell me you... I can't... Ow. I get so angry at this. Would you stop doing that? Alright, I'm gonna focus everything on this boss. Oh, okay. Runs away, okay. At least I got one of the sidekicks. For some reason, I didn't think to just attack the main guy. But... And... a... mid-tonic. Everyone else is fine. I have 5 magic tabs. So, Luca, Marl, Chrono. There. Oh, and I got a power tab. So I need to be careful about how I do save points and how I do time. Chrono, Luca. Since this is so long of a dungeon, it's important to manage time. Lockall can't use text or items. So, let's punch the heck out of the main... No, not the sidekick. No! Take out the boss. The boss. That's fine. I don't care about the others. The others don't matter. The boss is what mattered. This is great theme music, though. Oh, there he goes. Goodbye. Yay, Chrono levels up. It's important that people still level up. Alright. One more of these. Lock all. Thankfully, we don't have any more of those bat monster things. Good. Got him in one. Alright, we're just gonna shoot in random directions. Sure. So, I've been thinking about what to do next, and it is really interesting as well that a lot of fantasy, like sword and sorcery sort of games, end with a fight on a big space station. Like, Black Omen is nothing if not a space station. Like, look at this. It's obviously a giant... Like, she called it a shrine. It's totally a space station. You can call this a shrine all you want. It's a space station. But anyway. Nevertheless... Yeah, I figured that would happen. Metal Mute. Yeah, that hurts a bit. So I'm going to try physical first. So physical works. Good. Can you not do that? Man, they were quick. Let's see how magic fares. Ah, magic is effective. So this is what you do. You just test everything out. Don't blink your eyes at me. There we go. Give it the good old 1-2. This is actually a really solid team, which I appreciate. But, like, you can't tell me that this isn't a space station. And this is not the only game that does that. I mean, Xenogears is one of the big things that it does, is, like, everything's a space station. Just Luminaire. Just Luminaire, everyone. Would you not do that, please? That actually does a lot of damage, apparently. Hopefully this does too. Wild Arms does that as well. Okay. Go ahead and steal some MP. I'll give some more to you. Could you not? I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. Let's see, Wild Arms 1 does it. Xenogears does it. I mean, the whole premise of Xenogears is, like, a lot of the advanced civilizations just live on space stations. Oh, who else does it? The Might and Magic series. Like, maybe it may not go to the level of, like, going to a space station, but a lot of the Might and Magic games end with you dealing with some form of advanced alien race or alien technology. It's such an interesting thing that that's where you go to in a, you know, a sword and sorcery, like, setting. I don't know. It strikes me as odd. Forgive me if that strikes me as odd. Alright. So, we dealt with one of these in the Ocean Palace, so let's go one more time. Or is it just gonna go? Yeah, no. I was 100% certain that it would not allow us to go without actually dealing with some of this stuff. Alright, so no Luminaire. But I can do a Confuse, and I can do a Flare, Yes, yes. I understand. It's the same attack the golem was using. Except instead of dropping a giant orb on you, it just drops you. Cure self. Please cure self. And if there's anything left, we'll just do a fire on it. There we go. Mara levels up. And is that it? Oh, you're gonna give me a big elevator and not give me any monster fights other than that. Alright. I mean, I'll accept it. I'll accept that wholly. 6, 8. There's a reason why we have 50 more of these, and 30 full tonics, and 75 regular tonics. We saved up. Now, normal tonics are going to be not helpful. The epitome of not helpful. Right. I'm always happy whenever it doesn't have me dealing with like one monster just being a pain. Come on. Alright, we're just gonna miss all the time. All day, every day. Miss and miss. Next save point, I'm going to save and cut it off. But, yeah, there we go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm not really concerned about that. Let's go left. Gotta deal with these guys. It's interesting to me that sometimes it turns off the background music and goes into a fight scene. Okay. And I just dealt with that. The one kills the other. But then dies itself. Huh. Fascinating. Please don't tell me those panels are active too. That would actually be the worst. Alright. We've still got a little ways to... we've still got a long ways to go. Like I said, the Black Omen is the largest dungeon. It's great. It's actually really cool looking. And it gives you that big, epic final confrontation with Queen Zeal. It seals up that story. But I will also tell you that it is real frustrating sometimes. Runs away. I'll accept it. At this point, it's fairly difficult to engage all of them. And... okay. There we go. Got a Mega Elixir. Good. Could use those. Alright. Time for a Luminaire. See, you see what I mean? It's the boss orbs that... it said protect status. Okay, good. I was about to say, if it didn't protect status, I would be upset. The Vigil hat's lying to me. Thankfully, those don't have the ridiculous, like, absorbs all magic except their own color. Can you not do that? I would appreciate if you didn't do that. I would so appreciate if you didn't do that. Now I'm just gonna have to hit you to death. You forced my hand. Forced my hand. Hyper Ether. Hooray. deal with the mana absorption. Here we go. Is that 30,000? For some reason, I'm slow at counting zeros. They're like repeated numbers. There's something with me. I mean, I don't know if it's like a condition or anything, but mentally, I actually have a bit of trouble whenever I see repetition. All right, let's get to it. Here we go, and I kind of wanted to see one cannibalize the other, but that's just the vicious side of me getting the better. There we go. Oh, come on. Attacks can vary. So Wonder Shot can do like an amazingly high amount of damage or an amazingly low amount with the crits. Yep. Figure I'll get as much experience as I possibly can here, because I'll need it for the fight, for the final fights. Yeah, please stop doing that. Please, please. There. Alright. If you think about it, going back to 12,000 BC for this is good on a story perspective as well, because technically, this is where he's at his weakest. I mean, other than whenever he just burrowed deep into the ground. There's no way he would fight, right as he got to the planet. He'd only be as strong as those little lava spawns that we fought on Death Peak. And here's a question. How many Lavoses exist in, like, the universe? I wonder if that's, like, a thing people have thought about. Like, how many planets is Lavos? Or have, like, versions of Lavos absorb? And if he's such an immortal monster, is there, something in the Chrono Trigger universe that is stronger? Sort of shudder to think about the possibility, but I can't help but believe that it's there. Ah, okay, there's a treasure chest on the other side. Well, definitely gonna take advantage of that. It appears magic seal. Okay. Yep, there we go. It's really just those boss orbs that give the brunt of that. I just love that attack. That attack allows you to breeze through so many things in the game. If I can talk straight. Almost feels sometimes like my tongue is too large for my mouth. But anyway, that's a bit too much information, I guess. But yeah, Luminaire is like one of the best attacks. It's one of the things that, like, I don't know if Chrono's allowed to lose in canon because he has Luminaire, but I mean, we indicated that Lavos could easily handle him, right? Like on his own. Lavos seemed to do the job. I mean, it's Lavos, but like any normal attack doesn't really seem like it would be effective. Like, I don't even really buy into the idea of like a surprise attack. What if he surprises? Like, but he has friend. Like, would he put himself into harm's way like that? He's not an idiot. Like, Luminaire is an insane attack. And a Vigil Hat. Ah, okay, good. Good. So, this is what I wanted. Got a couple news up there. And a Nova armor. Interesting. Ba-da-da-bum. Alright, so... I don't think I need the Nova armor. But I could certainly use this. The save point is very helpful. And first we're going to use a shelter. I mean, we don't have much opportunity to use those again after this. After this dungeon. So, or we don't have any reason to use them after this dungeon. There we go. Oh, almost level 50. Level 50 is generally the ideal place to be whenever taking on Lavos. So, yeah. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you will join me for the next one as we continue into the Black Omen. Thank you all, and have a blessed day. Take care.